Alright, so today I will be showing you how to use the iBooks with a Mac system. You can access iBooks through the dock, through the Launchpad, over here, or through the Spotlight search. Then you just type in iBooks and hit enter, and it will open it up. So, what you first come across is just the basic store. It's like the iTunes store, but for books. So up top, you have your featured books, the top charts, so top paid and the top free. You have New York Times bestsellers, you have different categories, and you have top authors. So, just like the iTunes, you can browse books up here. If you go over to this little library button, it'll bring you to your iBooks library. Now, right now, I only have a sample for demonstrations, but we're going to open that up, and let's see, open. Alrighty, so the way you can navigate this is through the arrows on your keyboard. You can just read away. So the nice thing about iBooks is you always have your books everywhere you go. You can download or delete books and they'll stay up in the iCloud. You can add notes directly on it, and you can highlight things, and it'll keep all that information tucked away nicely. Alright, so if I stop on this page and I add a bookmark up here, that bookmark is saved. So if I go and I scroll through some more pages, I can always find that bookmark again. I just go up to this little arrow next to the ribbon, press down, and it says I have a bookmark on chapter 1, page 13. I can delete that bookmark directly right here, or I can go back to that bookmark if I'd like. Also with iBooks, you can highlight and add notes. So I'm going to highlight right here, and I can choose any of these 5 colors as well as a red underline. I'm going to go with purple, and I can add a note to it. Say, this is a note. And I can close out of it, and that is now saved. So you can always view all your notes in this little notepad right here. It sorts it by chapter, so say I had one in chapter 1 and chapter 5, etc., etc. And that'll save it, and it'll also show the color of the note. So if you want to tag them differently, say you find a word that you want to look up later, say, I don't know, we'll just pretend honorable. Say I don't know what honorable means and I want to highlight that yellow. Later, I can come in and add the definition, or even better, I can click on a word and I can search the web for what it says. So we're going to search it up. And it brings up the top hits of the word building. Now, it doesn't give me the definition, but most of the time it does, so we're going to actually look at a different word. We're going to look at honorable. We're going to search the web again and see what happens. If I search a word like honorable, it brings up the definition: bringing or worthy of honor, or used as a title indicating eminence or distinction. So that's an easy way to find out what a word means. However, if you want to always reference that later, you can write it down here. Eminence. Also, with iBooks, you can highlight a section, and you can make it speak. So you go to More Options, Start Speaking.
I checked the car, and once I was sure there was no one else in it, I went back to Mr. Handgun, patted him down to check for weapons, then helped him up and placed him in the backseat of the cruiser for his own safety and ours.
There you go, and it reads off the highlighted section in your book. And also, With iBooks, you can press the little book thing in the corner and it'll bring you right back to all your books. With iBooks, you can also change the font. You can make it larger. You can make it smaller. And you can change the way it looks. You can do a sepia, and it also has a night version. So if you're laying in bed and you don't feel like turning on the lights, you can just lay without your eyes getting murdered by the white light. You can also change the kind of font your book comes in, which is nice because if you read better in different fonts, then you have that option. I'm going to bring the font down a little. Alrighty, and you can also search for words or page numbers. So say I want to find everywhere that the word, well, let's go with a name, Mr. Haller comes up. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and those are the only 5 results, and it shows you how many results are up right there. Alrighty, so we're going to close our book. You can press this little red X, or you can close the actual book thing. With iBooks, you can download samples for free. You don't even have to type in your iTunes password or anything. You can just go download the sample, see if you like it or not, and decide whether or not you're actually going to download the book. You can also download PDF files. So you'll go to File, you go to Add to Library, and that will bring up your documents. So obviously the last document I was in, or that I opened, was the dinosaurs PDF. So we're going to add that PDF to my collection of iBooks. And there it is. You can open that. And it actually pops open the preview screen. Let me cancel out of that. And then that's basically it for PDFs. Everything you can do with them is in preview. Alright, so with iBooks, it gives you a bunch of different options to organize your files. You can go with all books, you can go with collections, which gives you books, only PDFs, and you can make your own collection. You can personalize it. Say you have a bunch of books that are fantasy or that are with a specific series. You can add that collection yourself. You can also sort it by authors, categories. Mysteries and thrillers is really the only one I have, and then my uncategorized PDF. You can also view it in list, which just leaves out the thumbnails and just gives you the data about it. And that's about it for iBooks, so I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching. Bye!